why didn't the government just give them money? Why didn't, instead of saying that, okay, you can take ration, you can take, whenever you go, you'll get your food grains, which you have promised. The cabinet approved it a short while ago. Now, the thing is that they don't have the money right now, they don't have the wherewithal to go and get the food, get the ration, cook it. They don't have that.
No, we didn't
ability.
expect them to get the ration and cook it either. We didn't expect that. We didn't even assume that. But when we made arrangements for the states to have various camps in which they should stay, and the states would give them freshly cooked food, or the NGO would, or the Gurudwara would, or the anybody else would. And the state governments kept a broad understanding of where these migrants were by district, because I had engaged with district collectors. Many ministers were engaged with district collectors, each one being allocated a state to follow up. I was taking care of Andhra Pradesh and 10 districts in Tamil Nadu. So, every time when I spoke with them, we needed to find out where they are, how are they, medical help reaching them, and so on. So, we didn't expect them to take the dry ration and then cook it, but that was happening. But even as that was happening, and when the lockdown was extended, I think, and rightly, I can understand, and rightly so, many migrants had started feeling, what if he or she is affected by coronavirus, and that sense of worry and fear. Equally, what if my family in the village is remaining, and if they get affected, what happens? That worry and that fear. So, that started growing in their minds. And when the extension was happening again, they wanted to literally, all right, it's okay, whether you give me food or not, I want to move out, I want to go to my village. Then is the planning for the trains being given. So, in between, people started wondering, if nothing is going to happen, shall I walk? Which is very unfortunate. I won't blame the migrant. All of us could have together attended to it speedily, much more effectively and sooner. But there are so many people who are all got to be working together in this. And that is why I like to highlight the fact that some states came into this very quickly, where, you know, in a scale of 1 to 10, if a state wanted about 10 trains, they were still at that time states which were asking for just 1. I am not blaming anybody. Everyone is handling a pandemic which they have never seen before. So, there are gaps, but so we all have to, you know.
Some states were overwhelmed or deliberately allowed this?
I wouldn't know, and I am constantly informed, and both the Rail Minister and the Home Minister have been really on their toes trying to say, tell us the point from where the train has to be given.